Alright guys, I'm going to go through a short video on how to get into Shmoop, how to get to your diagnostic tests, and how to continue to work in there. So I think I've sent some out before, but here's another one. Hopefully I'll try to make it short and sweet. The biggest thing that I can't really help you with, you've got to log into your Clever. Or actually, if you click on this link right here where it says click here, that's what you're going to do. You're going to click there. Make sure your Chromebook doesn't have any other accounts logged into Google except your school account. That's very important because if you have anything else signed in, it's going to mess it up, or it could mess it up. So that's the biggest thing right here. Sign the other accounts out before you try to get into Shmoop. So once you do that, it's going to look something like this. And it's going to say, join a classroom. All right. So once you click join a classroom, it's going to look like this right here. It's going to ask for a class code and your teacher's email. So if you are my student, this is your class code and your teacher, well, and my email. If I am not your teacher, you're going to have to get their class code and their email. Okay, put their email on here. Okay, after that, I can kind of show you from my screen where you're going to go. So once you've got the classroom set up, here's my Clever account. You're going to click on Shmoop School, and it's going to take you to something similar to what mine is going to look like. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to look more like this right here, except it's going to have a class right here after you've joined one. So just like mine, but instead of mine says create a class instead of join because mine's a teacher's account, so you will click overview. Okay, this is what it looks like. You're going to click on ACT Exam Prep 3.0. Then you're going to get into this. All right, so this is where a lot of students are having issues. Okay, so stay on the progress where it says start here. Stay here. Don't click on any other tabs unless you just want to work in it somewhere else. You're going to click up next. Here is where all your diagnostic tests are. Here's where all your assignments are going to populate. And if they don't, this is how you're going to make your assignments. So it should have 4 diagnostic tests. I've already taken the math. That's why it's not there. And then once you've taken all 4 of them, it should populate something down here. If it does not, mine did not populate anything in math. I'm going to pick a subject. So if math is a subject you're not good at, you can pick anything. Math test overview, numbers and quantities. So if I go, let's just go to math test overview. I think that's what I did. And then you can go to calculator use. And you can add it to your stuff and then click on it here. Okay, and then it's going to go through stuff. Okay, and then you're going to click, I've completed that, and click go. Alright, and then you're going to keep reading through this. Alright, so making sure you're reading what it says. And there should be some kind of quiz coming up sometime. So you're going to make sure to, so here's suggested drills, basic operation. So go to drill 1, let's look at that one. So here it is right here. So those drills, those are what you need to be doing. Those are going to keep track. Those are your progress through here. Which one is equivalent? Well, I gotta put that in my calculator and I can tell you really quick which one is equivalent. So on this one, I'd have to hit my N over D button. And then do my N over D button again. 2 over 3. And then it's going to take me a few minutes to do this one. So the main thing is putting this stuff in the calculator because that's really what this kind of was. So these are the ones that are going to count as your drills. These are only 5 questions. So that one, it was 80 over 30, 3, which would be 2, and I think that's right. So next. Then you're going to do the same thing for the rest of them. And then when you're done, you're going to click I'm done. And it's going to grade it. And then it's probably, there should be, when you click on progress, it should show you something here on what you've done. Overview. Let's look at that one. So this is kind of what you've done. So here I did take my math exam on November 4th. So it's going to tell you what you've done. You can go to your diagnostics. So if I click on that, it's going to, actually it's got the retakes here on mine. Some students didn't have it there. So just make sure to click progress and up next, and that's where they'll be, and that's where you can click on them and actually take them. You can also click on drills, but again, progress up next is really where you need to remember to go to. So here's English. So you can go to review any of these topics and do drills over them. So you can go over the notes, click you've done those. Again, you're going to need to do the actual drills after, not just click a bunch of boxes saying you've done them. That doesn't count as assignments. These drills do. So then you would click on a drill and actually do it. Okay? So click on here, answer the questions, and do them. You do have to pass these assignments if you want a passing grade in Shmoop. So if you're making a bunch of 60s, then, well, you'll get a grade of a 60. Well, probably you're going to get some participation for doing some of the things, so you might get a little bit extra than that. But if you really want like an A in Shmoop, you're going to have to make sure you're putting in extra work. 48 is the minimum number of assignments, and that you're getting fairly decent grades in them. Okay? If you have any questions, please let me know.